So this is episode 11 of Mobile Suit Gundam GQuuuuuuX. There's something that I want to talk about. There's not going to be really much for me to talk about. I personally want to say here is basically that I think this episode was okay. Basically, in a way, it really didn't really excite me really that much. But one thing that it really did excite me that basically a little bit was basically showing the OG of the original Gundam, basically the RX 78, which is called Gundam RX 78, which is basically the original Mobile Suit Gundam was basically in the very first Gundam series, Now, I'm really kind of wondering why would they want to show off the real Gundam in the first place? Why would they really wanted to do that? Maybe must be a very good reason for them to really do that. Now, to be honest with you, I really don't know. And as far as I'm concerned, that the pilot in the RX-78, I have to think it is probably Senju. Senju is pretty much just basically being the pilot based in that mobile suit. But the question is, why would he want to be the pilot based in the mobile suit in the first place? And basically said like that he wants to be the destroyer of all the universes and stuff like that. That's nuts. That's crazy and stuff like that. That really is crazy. That really actually is. And having that mobile suit really basically show up. Amuro Ray is not in the mobile suit. And one other thing I definitely do want to talk about is this. Char. How can I did not notice that Char was right before my eyes in some of the other different episodes? His hair was long, and you couldn't see the man's face. You really could not see the man's face for whatsoever at all. He was sitting right before my eyes, and I didn't know that was Char really actually is. I thought that this guy was just a typical teenager. I thought that he really was, but then there's Char right there. I was kind of like, I didn't even know that. So I was shocked and surprised because he looks a lot more different than we used to see of Char, and basically Lily, or whatever you want to call her, Lala. Basically with her. Basically, she has awakened, and she's about to basically destroy Earth or something like that, and she's basically about to, because I finally understand what Naya was just basically saying. He's saying I have to destroy it to prevent from destroying Earth, and basically stuff like that. But Manchu wanted to save her because there's a very good possibility that she can get her out. But now, since this Lala has awoken, basically it's called the Red Rose of Rashad, which basically, I guess Lala is basically the Red Rose of Rashad or something like that. I really do not know. But I would definitely say here is basically that I kind of have mixed feelings based on what this episode, based on episode 11, because it just makes no sense to me. Just that, basically, to me, is that having Lala, having Char, having Macho versus Naya, they did not even kill each other. I was shocked and surprised about that also as well too, and not what happened. Not what happened to Amuro Ray. Not even going to come back for whatsoever at all. I'm disappointed. I really am. I'm disappointed. I really am. Episode 11 was not the episode I definitely expected it was going to be. I'm sorry, but that's just my opinion. That's what I definitely do think. There's not really much really to talk about, but especially episode 12. Episode 12 was basically, I think a lot of people were saying it should have been a lot better. It should have been more extended, more episodes extended. It should have been a 24 episode series. It didn't really basically happen. I agree with that basically also as well too, because it didn't really basically see that much of the extension based on not being just a 12 episode series and then just ends off and just then doesn't make no sense. And to be honest with you, I don't think there's not going to be a season 2. I don't think there's not. I'll be shocked there's going to be season 2. I'll be really shocked there's going to be season 2. If the season 2 does happen, I'll be happy, but I don't know where it's actually going to go from here on out. And so the biggest elephants in the room, since Sora is still alive, where is Ray Amuro? Where's Amuro Ray? Where is he at? That's the main question. Where is the man's at? If Sora's still alive, then where's Amuro Ray is at? That's the question. Where is he at? That's one thing I really don't know. I don't know. It's just it's crazy to me. It really is. To me, I think it is, but that's just my opinion. But yeah, anyways, that's it for this episode 11. Tell me what you guys think. Do you guys like this episode? Do you guys don't like it? Did you guys thought? What you guys thought about Sora basically being a lot more different than we usually did, and that we usually don't even see? And what you guys thoughts about basically Shinji is going to be in the original OG type mobile suit? I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. But yeah, anyways, this is next. I'll see you guys later. Take care. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe. Please consider subscribing. Please hit like button, give me a thumbs up, or give me a thumbs down. Doesn't matter to me. And please leave comments below. Anyways, I love you guys. Take care. Hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. God bless. Remember, Jesus. Love you. Love you guys. Please be safe. And remember, stay blessed. Love you guys. Take care. Bye.